I'd like to give you a little overview of some of the process of coming to put together miniature number 39, which I've posted today, and I'll put a link to it in the description of this video. So here's the page that I was working on. I hope you can see my cursor here. So I start out with little ideas that I play and I like. In this case, this was a melodic line that I then wanted to harmonize with a bass. And I'm trying to write these things that have more interaction between the bass and the melodic lines, more of a active bass line. Here you'll see just little chords that I like in combination, and I'll put it in standard notation, and then I will write out diagrams so that I have the fingering that I want rather than using tab or something. I relate more to these kind of diagrams as a mental picture of what my fingers are going to be doing. This little study right here led directly to miniature number 39. You'll see I put little dots, and this tells me that these are all their own little segment, their own little part, and not necessarily part of one piece, but elements of something that I like. So here, this chord right here, which you'll see here, A, E flat, C sharp, this led to all of this. You can see it's the first chord here in a different position, but it's that same idea. So I started off by playing this, and I liked this combination of pitches, found it evocative, and so then took it through its inversions. So here's A, E flat, C sharp, and then we have E flat, C sharp, A. So I've inverted it. I've taken the bottommost note and put it on the top, and then I've done that again, and we end up with C sharp, A, and E flat here. And I like these sounds. I was working with these and finding some interesting things, and that can find its way into string writing, string quartet, or reed quintet writing, or orchestral work. So these kinds of basic harmonies and ideas. Then I did it as well with, I felt that these two chords paired themselves nicely together. So I did the same kind of transformation on this sequence, G, F sharp, and B flat. And you'll see I'll write sometimes little enharmonic spellings here in case the spelling becomes too cumbersome. I want it to be clear what the intervals are. So here you'll see diminished fifth, major 9, major 7, major 3rd. So sometimes I'm interested in what the intervals are. And then here are these two chords spread out melodically into forming some kind of a scale. So this has elements of harmonic minor, 1, 2, flat 3, has sharp 4, flat 6, natural 7. So it's a little unusual. And this could then be pitches to use for the melody, or it could be, in the case we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pitches, we could have the other 6 pitches that I didn't use be melody. If I'm looking for something that's really avoiding tonality or being settled in any kind of a diatonic key at all. So it's just a matter of exploring and following your ear and having fun. Here again is a little chord, B flat, G, F sharp, and I've done the same kinds of transformations that I did here. I just made 3 shapes, 3 possible ways of playing it. Here we have other little chords that I like, and this one found its way into the miniature. So I'm going to then try to, here's a little more close-up of just the manuscript. Here's another close-up. And I'll get on now to the pieces here. So what you have in the recording is a very loose interpretation of some of these things. I ended up taking this segment and using the relation of these shapes, moving everything over one string set for each statement. So I'd go through this beginning on the 6th string, then everybody would move, and these same guitar shapes would be moved over to the 5th string bass, and everything would begin from there. Then this idea, this shape idea, would be moved to the 4th string, and I'd try to phrase it in such a way that it might be interesting. This is a little interlude segment that I found that I liked. It reminded me of Debussy in a way. It just stretches the harmony. It's a repeating figure, and I started to put a harmonic on the bottom that you'll hear. And here then, very similar idea that I found that I liked as a closing statement. So I hope this has been of interest, a little look into the process that I use, and I hope this finds you well and enjoying your music. Please do let me know if you have any questions, or if you have topics that you'd like me to address. I'd be happy to undertake if I can. And I wish you a very, very good day.